This is Model Ugly and the Moog Spectravox. This is Spectravox. Our Apple and the Moog Spectravox.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is a part 2 review of the Moog Spectravox first impressions, if you will. But yeah, general review of this instrument. You know, it's the first one that InMusic has released since, the buyout. However, this one's a little bit unique in the sense that it was actually, conceptualized before the buyout. But it was, they added some changes. You can watch that first video if you want to hear a little bit about my first impressions. I judged the instrument by itself, and I understand that upsets some people, but that's what I like to do. I like to test an instrument how it is by itself, and some people are like, not understanding that this is also an instrument. It has an oscillator in it. Yes, the idea is to run things into it, but it can do more than that. So that's what I wanted to do. It didn't come with a mic, so I ended up finally getting a mic. I'll leave a link in the description of the mic that I am using. But again, this is also something that I purchased with my own money. This video is not sponsored, endorsed, yada, 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 by anyone. This is all just me doing it all by myself with my own funds. So yeah, you guys using those affiliate links does really help out this channel. Anyways, okay, so I've got some instruments here. I've got the Korg drum log, I've got the Moog Mavis here, and I've got the Spectravox, and then hidden off camera, I have the Chorda by Artefon, but I'll try to explain it as I go. All right, so microphone in, it's a dynamic microphone, that's the difference. Some people were like, why didn't you just use your microphone before? Well, first off, I was trying to do the instrument by itself again, and my normal microphone is a phantom-powered condenser microphone, which this does not work with. So you have to have a dynamic microphone, okay? They say that the more bands you have, the clearer you'll be able to really understand what someone is saying. And there's different methods you can do to try to enhance intelligibility, if that's the right word I'm looking for. Let's do a quick little patch. This is one that I learned from Moog, and it can kind of change how it sounds for the vocoder. So what we'll do is I'm going to plug in to the 1 volt per octave, and I'm going to bring it into my Mavis, the attenuator output. And then the next one is going to be the program envelope filter out, and that is going to go into the attenuator. So yeah, if you notice, I have the mode switch from filter bank to vocoder. I should have mentioned that, but let's turn the VCA mode on. It seems to add some variance in how we speak, it sounds a little bit more natural if you don't crank this too hard. I encourage you guys to explore it more. You can do some pretty fun stuff with it. We're going to do one last thing with the vocoder. Now we're going to undo this. So you can plug instruments into the Spectravox, and I'm going to do that with the Chorda by Artefon. And so we're going to take the output of this instrument like so, and I'm going to bring it into the carrier. And let's turn this bad boy on. So yeah, you can run instruments into the carrier, and it will, the carrier mix right here, you see how it says the oscillator or the carrier, so you can, you know, put your own sound into it. And what it's doing is your voice is kind of shaping the sound that's already playing. Hello. And if I just make a noise, you'll hear just the natural sound that comes out of the instrument. There you have it. So now let's bring the Korg drum log, a drum machine, into the Spectravox. So I'm going to take the sound out of the Korg drum log. We're going to plug it into the carrier, and then we need to turn the VCA mode on and then press play on here. All right, now we can start to mess around with it. Pretty cool. I've just got a kick and a hi-hat going. That's it. So let's kind of play with this a little bit more. I'm going to take the sync out of the drum log, plug it into the rate of the LFO on the Moog Mavis. And then I'm going to take the sample and hold out. This is just a patch I thought of. I'm going to take the sample and hold out of here, and I'm going to bring it into the shift. So it's going to shift all these filter bands as this music plays. And let's begin. that's definitely a really cool one. Running it through and playing with all the filter bands, you know, shifting up that spectral shift. You can play with that, you know, with other modular gear, and yeah, you can really hear that low end really come out on such a simple, you know, drum beat. You know, you could use different things, but yeah, that's with a drum machine. All right, so let's now take off the microphone that we have. Let's unplug all this stuff we had set up before. Now let's go ahead and test it with a guitar. So we'll plug it into the program input. I'm gonna keep it on filter bank, and then I'm gonna set up a patch here. So we just set up a patch, taking the program, what we just did here, the program, and we're sending it to the carrier, so it's bypassing the oscillator. So now you're hearing my guitar. All right, so you can do some things with this, you know, because you got all these filters. You can get some interesting sounds. You can kind of make this into a guitar pedal with having like phasers and a filter bank. So let's bring up the shift LFO rate. So I imagine you could get something almost chorusy like if you can just get that sound just right. Very vibrato, and let's bring it up even higher, and you can almost get something very ring modulation is what the word I was thinking of. You can ring modulate almost. Cool. Yeah, pretty unique, some of the sounds and flavors you can get out of this. All right, so now I'm gonna try it with an additional guitar pedal. This is using it with the Digitech Mosaic. It's like a 12-string emulator, but everything else it's just running into this. So yeah, using this in your signal chain as a guitar pedal, and yeah, let's give it a test. I mean, there's just so many possibilities here because you start thinking about like wah pedals and you know, having filters on here. This thing almost acts as like a chorus or a vibrato, a phaser, and then, you know, you could even take it a step further with these filter bands like we did before. And if I take like sample and hold out, bring it into the shift, it'll start shifting all of these as we play stuff. So let's turn off the LFO amount, and I'll just play something here. There was this cool video by Moog, and they showed you how you could emulate different Moog or Foger pedals, and you could do like 3 or 4 different ones just right here. So pretty neat. All the different things that you can do with the Spectravox. It's obviously much better as using it with instruments going into it rather than as a standalone. I honestly think the vocoding capabilities are mediocre. It's okay, and it has its place. It has its uses. It's not like it's unusable. It's still fun, and you could maybe get some cool electronic music stuff out of it. But yeah, semi-modular, just opens up a lot of capabilities with just these types of instruments. So if you guys like this video, help out the channel, help it, in the algorithms too, by leaving a like and subscribe if you haven't already to see more content like this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I know this is kind of more what you guys were hoping for, and I told you I was going to get there. I just wanted to split up the video because I knew there was going to be a lot of content to go through. Anyways, thanks for checking out this video, y'all. Take care. Peace.